I'd love to buy a new house and sell, but my current interest rate is just too good. I mean, I don't want to go from a 3% interest rate to a 7% interest rate. So I think we're just going to stay here for a bit.
Jeff, keeping a low interest rate is important, and let's also consider the overall financial benefits of moving to a home that better fits your needs. Sometimes the value of being in the right home outweighs the difference in interest rates. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't want to be broke either.
Well, that's exactly why we'd like to meet with you. I want to hear more about your specific financial needs and also how we can help you find that home that you're looking for. Would tomorrow at 5 or today at 6 be better?
All right, let's do today at 6. And what I love what you did there, Dylan, is you got me off of the rate fast and you went into something else. So that was good. Anything else, Devonte or Justin, you want to add to that one? Why would I sell, man? I'm at a 3% rate on my house. I'd have to get a 7% rate. I'm not interested in doubling my interest rate.
I would have to first ask Jeff, what would be the source of the would this be an expired? Would this be a for sale by owner? Would this be an inquiry online? What would be the, because that's how I would lead into, obviously.
Let's say it's a door knock. Let's circle prospecting. Just listed, just sold. You're out circle prospecting. You're working a neighborhood. You're letting everyone in the neighborhood know about the sale, and you're asking them, by the way, when do you plan on moving? And they say, oh, we would never. I'm not interested in a 7% interest rate right now. I got a 3% interest rate. So let's just kind of call it like a cold lead.
Okay. Great. Hey, you know what, Jeff? I can totally appreciate that. And right now, we're actually seeing many sellers in the area maximizing on taking out their equity before the market actually shifts. Let me ask you this question, Jeff, if you don't mind. How much do you owe on this home, or is it currently paid off?
No, I've got a mortgage balance, so 250,000 I owe.
250,000. And based on my initial research, Jeff, before I came out today, homes are right around the $600,000 range. So you're sitting on about, $350,000 worth of equity. And at the end of the day, Jeff, are you willing to take a chance on potentially losing that equity, or would it make sense to be able to take that equity out and find another home before the market shifts and potentially you lose out on some of that equity?
Well, I guess we never know what's going to happen in the market. So no, I guess I would be open to that.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. And I'm not saying the market's going to go down or up, but I remember back in 2005 when I first got into the industry, I think everybody thought that the market was going to continue going up. And then before we knew it, the market crashed, and everybody that could have taken out their equity, unfortunately, couldn't for about 10 plus years. Now, I'm not a doom and gloom type of agent, Jeff, but we also don't know what's coming up. There's an election coming up. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in the economy. And all the different sellers that I've been meeting with that are asking me my professional opinion on what they should do, I'm letting them know that they might not get another opportunity to cash out on the equity that they've built over the years. And so, Jeff, if I could show you how to get your home sold, but more importantly, find you the right home and help you be able to take advantage of your equity, what would stop you from at least wanting to listen to that at no cost or obligation to you?
Well, when you put it that way, I'll hear you out, Justin, but I'm not going to make any promises. Okay.
Yep. No obligation to meet with me, Jeff. Just want to sit down and have a conversation. Fair enough?
That sounds good.
Great.
All right. Just go for the appointment. I love the dialogue that you used there. And Devonte, do you have anything you want to add to that one? I've got something, but if you have something that's fresh in your mind, go for it.
Right. So in that scenario, I pretty much would just say like, okay, Jeff, that is a great point. You probably do have a, low interest rate on the property. And I'm just curious, ultimately, what would selling this home even do for you?
Well, I mean, we've been talking about, downsizing at some point, and we just didn't think it'd be a great time to go right now because the interest rates are so high.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, they are, higher than normal. And may I ask, what rate are you currently locked in at?
I'm at 3.5% right now.
Okay. Wow. 3.5%. That's great. So you probably bought about 5 to 7 years ago, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Right. Jeff, and here's the thing, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know where rates are going to go. And it sounds like downsizing is very important to you. And may I ask, why are you even downsizing?
We just want to get our equity out of the house, and if we were going to move, it'd be to get the equity out and get a smaller place so we can spend more time traveling.
Right, right, absolutely. So you want a smaller place, definitely spend some time traveling in, where are you going to be traveling to? Just curious.
Just all over the country. I think we're just going to buy an RV and just travel the country as much as we can.
Wow, wow, that's great. I mean, good for you. I've had a few clients do that, that I work with. Jeff, if I can help you make that dream come true of, traveling in an RV, helping you protect your equity, getting all the money out, and also get you a payment you're comfortable with on the back end with the new rate, is that something you'd be open to hearing?
Yeah, I'd be open to that.
Okay, great. So before you put those plans on hold and put that dream on hold, let's just spend 10 to 15 minutes talking about that. Would you have some time today at 5 or tomorrow around 3 work for you?
Let's go today at 5 o'clock.
Okay, sounds good.
Great job, all three of you. And the one that I want to also just kind of a simple one-liner. Let me ask you a question. If the seller was willing to buy down your rate, would you be open to moving, or would you still want to stay put? Just to kind of create a little curiosity. If the seller was willing to help you buy down your rate, would you be open to moving, or would you want to still stay put? Because at that point, you've now eliminated the objection, because it now, and I'm not promising that the seller would even be willing to do that, because we don't know what house they're going to go after. But if the seller would be willing to help you buy down your rate, would you still want to stay put, or would you want to get moving? Well, if they'd help me buy down my rate, I definitely would consider it. Okay, so now I just cracked the door open to ask more questions about if they were, like kind of what Devontae did. That's what I loved about what Devontae did. He made sure that I had a place to go in mind. Because if I don't have a place to go in mind, then I'm just going to say, all right, good luck to you, and walk to the next door. You know, if they're like, honestly, we hadn't even thought about moving, you know, we're probably just going to die in this house. Why would I continue to ask them questions about whether they would want to buy or sell in this market right now? So what I like what you did there is you went into, okay, let's see if there's any meat on this bone. Let's see if they've even been thinking about it. Well, and of course, in my case, I was thinking about it.